Hello and welcome back to Fenton Gaming Plays Neverwinter Nights. I'm your host Fenton. In this Neverwinter Nights build video, we're going to go over the Arcane Shadows. This is a combination of rogues, wizards, and of course one level of Shadowdancer. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Do not forget to hit notification bell so be update and more. Now, advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, obviously, you're playing as a wizard, you're going to have some rogue tools. And also when you're playing as a rogue, you're going to have some nice wizard tools. Your reflex saves are pretty good. You're going to have plenty of skills and those wizard spells. Also, high in plain sight is a nice bonus. Now, the problem with this build, aka the weakness, yeah, your fortitude saves and your will saves are not going to be that great. You're never going to be powerful as a pure wizard or as a pure rogue. And yeah, some of your weapon damage will be a little bit down than some of the other builds I have done. And also, like, for example, once again, a pure rogue. So let's go ahead and start this build video up. So let's go ahead and select our gender. This isn't Wizardry 8, so any gender will be fine. Now let's go with races. Now humans will be a nice setup for two reasons. You get 4 extra skill points at level 1 and quick to master, which is good, 1 extra feat when you start. Now, elf, I'm going to say this is the perfect race for this build. You get +2 dexterity, will cover your, of course, rogue part. Now, and also when you multi-class as a wizard, yeah, you get no penalties at all. This is a great setup, and plus some of the other elven feats too that goes along with it. Dwarves, I'm going to say they're alright for the most part, but I say probably pass a little bit. Halflings are okay too, just the -2 strength is bad. Gnomes are actually good this time around, because if you want to be illusionist, well, guess what? That's one way to go. Now, half-elves are alright too. They're like elves, but a little bit weaker in the other departments. Half-orc, pass on this one. So I'll probably say is human, elf, and gnome are your best bets. So I'm picking elf for this build. Portraits, you got custom ones, go ahead and use it. Now, as for the next thing, we're going to talk about classes. Exactly 3. We're going to start out as a wizard for 1, and then for a rogue for a few levels, and then after we get all the prerequisites done for the Shadowdancer, that class, back to rogue until 12, and yeah, we're going to do a rogue for level 42. That'll be a level 40 class. Rest of it will be wizard. So that's like 13 rogue, 1 Shadowdancer. All the other levels are wizards. So let's go ahead and pick the wizard first to get that established at least and get things set up. Now for alignment, any will do. There's a few spells that will actually be beneficial if you pick the good side or the neutral side. I'm going to go ahead and do a lawful neutral. That's a safe bet too. Now as for your abilities, 10 strength, 16 dexterity, constitution I'm going to put at 12. Wisdom at 12, intelligence at 16, and charisma at 10. So strength 10, dexterity 16, constitution 12, wisdom 12, intelligence 16, and charisma 10. And yes, intelligence, we will be going ahead and put points in that for every 4 levels like crazy. Yeah, because most of it you're going to be a wizard. So let's go ahead and configure our skills. Now we're going to do a 2-way setup. So for the wizard one, I'm doing concentration. But let me do heal too. Feel like that's important. Don't worry. We're going to go ahead and when we get to rogue levels, touch up on the other ones. Spellcraft, we're going to at least almost max that out. Now, persuade, that's always optional. You don't like talking skills. Put in something like appraisal or something like that so you get discounts at shops or even lore. Now, what we're going to do is have 1 feat only. Now, if you're a human, go ahead and pick the other feat on the next level when I actually do level up. Or better yet, put your weapon focus, like for example, weapon focus dagger, if you want to go that route, or just wait for the rogue levels, or even more spell related stuff too. I decided to do spell penetration, so this way my spells will land more often than not when I'm a low level, which is pretty decent. There's other ways too, and let me make sure I grab that one. You could do extend spell and anything else. So we got that there. Now, I'm going to pick General for the school, so this way we don't get penalized. Now, if you're an expert, you'd rather use the other ones, go ahead and do so. I'll probably say Evocation, Necromancy, even Illusion's very good. The Conjuring one, that's great too. But I'm going to go with General. Now, as for spells, my advice is, I'm going to say it's probably Identify, Summon Creature Wand, Magic Missile, and Mage Armor. Those are good. Then the rest you could get. Now, if you go out adventuring, eventually you get some more spells. Even much more quicker than I am when I'm leveling up. That is fine. I'll go over the spells actually when we are at level 40 as a suggestion part. And now as for the familiar, I always like the Panther. Yeah, it's a rogue. And we're having a rogue / wizard build, so that's like 2 there. You can summon a creature to the tank, and then you and your familiar could do some serious damage. Now, my final advice is simple. Elves are the best bet for this build. Humans are good also. Even half-elves are great too. Gnomes are pretty good this time. And if you're going the illusionist path, I highly recommend the gnomes over the, of course, the elf. Other than that, just experiment with your spells when you get to the wizard part and feel what's best with your roguish playstyle. You're going to be playing both not only as a rogue, but also as a wizard. So definitely remember that. I'm going to go ahead and generate these names real quick. And then I'm going to start the leveling process. This one's a little bit different than my other ones due to the fact that rogue at 40, we will have to pick for that class when we actually hit the 40. I'll explain better when we actually get to that road. Yeah, and I did the name for fun. So here we go, and I will see you all in the leveling part of the video. Now it's time to level up. So your playstyle, you're thinking, okay, it's gonna be wizard. No, you're actually from this point on going to actually learn how to be a rogue. Oh, don't worry, you'll eventually learn how to be a wizard once again. But still, we're gonna do a rogue. We're gonna do this for 1 to 6 until we get the Shadowdancer level. So we're gonna pick rogue right now. Now this is very important. So listen up. We're gonna get tumble. That's the most important of the 3 skills you want to get. Number 2, hide and move silently. That's seriously important. You want to keep these 3 up on the what do you call it, cap top of said level until you actually get to the wizard. So there you go. Now we got some rogue things. We get sneak attacks. So anytime a foe's flat-footed or not in front of you, well, sneak attack time. If they're stunned too, you get to do sneak attack. So let's level up. We're gonna go ahead and do hide, move silently, and tumble. And if we got enough skill points, I'm going to start splitting it up between disable traps and open locks. I'm going to put some points into persuade too, because that's a talking skill. Don't like persuade, appraisal's the way to go. Bluff you could do too. Then again, bluff is a talking skill. So we'll just do that. So for the next part, we're going to go ahead and select dodge. This is one of the prerequisites. So dodge is character gains +1 dodge against AC attacks from current target or so. Pretty good to have too for a rogue. We get evasion too, which is another dodge type of move too. And what we're going to level up, we're going to pick intelligence. So this is important for one reason. We're going to be playing a wizard down the line, and you want the most intelligence out of a wizard. So we got dexterity 16 is already good. So let's go ahead and pick our rogue skills. We're going to just call it that, which is hide, move silently, tumble, the optional persuade, open locks, and disable traps. Now, I didn't really put search into there because I'm an elf. They'll automatically spot most of the things anyways. But if you're not an elf, go ahead and start allocating points into search too. If you want to put some persuade points from that into search, which helps out spotting traps. So we're going to keep on leveling up our rogue part for this build. Yeah, we'll just keep on going. At this point, you're probably starting to master a little bit of the rogue, or find ways to have fun at others' expense, which is a good thing. And also, you could use that level 1 summon, just take off all your armor, summon it, and you're good to go. And yes, I will be investing in the still spell feat down the line. Since we're playing armor class, it's light armor, but still, we're playing one of those. So we'll keep on going, keep on getting our rogue up there. And yeah, every 5 points you put in the tumble, you get 1 free AC. This isn't Neverwinter Nights 2, where it's every 10 points you get 1 free AC. That's a huge difference with this build. Yeah, we're almost at 10, so we're closing in actually on the Shadowdancer stuff. which is a great thing. We'll hit the OK button, and we're going to go ahead and select. My notes tell me select mobility. Now, mobility is like another dodge type of thing. Let me go ahead and pull that out. Yeah, well, there's the dodge one. And mobility is almost like that to a point, and it stacks with dodge too, which is good. And also racial abilities too. And yeah, that's the second feat thing that's required to become a Shadowdancer. See, mobility, this feat avoid attacks of opportunity, and your AC is good against it. It's very good to have. Great for a Shadowdancer build too. So we'll just keep on leveling up our rogue, and I believe there's no feats at all. So let me make sure it's there. Just usual suspects. We'll catch those up big time. And there, we got ourselves a free AC point. So now we're going to pick Shadowdancer. We're only going to do one level. Reason being, hide in plain sight. And yes, pick intelligence. So hide in plain sight, once again, is you can go stealth in, stealth out, as long as you're not in combat range. So you go into stealth, they don't spot you, and boom, you go ahead and do some free sneak attacks. Now, sneak attacks always will not work against foes that are immune to it. For example, Undead. Still, it's a great feat to have, and it's passive. So we're going back to the rogue, and we're going to level up this rogue. So once again, get that disable traps, open locks. If you're not human, start working on search. Persuade's optional. Pull some points from that too if you want to for search. Hide, tumble, and move silently must be at the cap. I am dead serious. So let's level up our character. And yeah, you notice we got a nice boost in our sneak attack modifier. So we're going to go ahead and pick short sword, pick your favorite one-handed weapon to use. We're going to actually get 2 out of the 3 dual wielding feats for this build too, which is a good thing. Yeah, you're not going to get the best of both worlds, but still, you're going to have enough tools to really make things go your way. Yeah, your spellcasting's Arcane. That's nothing wrong with that as a rogue. I mean, they did the one, I forgot the name of the class that's in the Pathfinder Kingmaker. It's a rogue and a wizard. And they do some serious damage. Yeah, and of course spells are like rogue attacks too, which is good in that game. Fortunately, I don't have in this game or Neverwinter Nights 2 that mechanic. Neverwinter Nights 2 had that, but it's different. So level up like I am. Make sure you max out tumble, hide, move silently at least. Sorry, no feats to talk about besides the old sneak attack, which is good. And yeah, evasion's good, gives you a nice reflex bonus. Forgot to show you all earlier the hide in plain sight. Already told you that already. Uncanny dodge is good too. It's another one of those rogue dodging type of moves. So let's keep on going, keep on leveling it up. What we're going to do is intelligence. This build will require it. So already when we get to our wizard, we're going to definitely be able to cast level 9 spells when we actually get the wizard levels for those. So just pick the usual suspects for the skills, especially tumble. We are going to get ourselves another AC point because it's at 15. And we're going to go ahead and select, where is it at? 2 weapon fighting. Yeah, this way we're going to start get some nice, little bit of, get those penalties off when you're dual wielding. And opportunist, that means we have +4 bonus to attack anytime we're doing opportunities of attack. Like for example, sneak attacks. And yeah, we are right now is 6 slash +1 for the main hand, offense +2. This is just a mundane short sword I'm using. Now if you had enchanted weapons, that'll be a little bit more better. So we're going to keep on leveling it up, just usual suspects. Now I'm starting to put points in the heal for a few reasons, because I got everything caught up. Now what I'm going to say is this is almost the last time we're going to level a rogue for a while. So we're going to level up. So this is a big time last time to put hide, move silently, and tumble for a while. Same thing with persuade too. So those points will be there. Same thing with open locks and disable traps. So we got most of the rogue skills where we at. Next time when we get the rogue, we're going to max those out. Now it's time to level up our wizard. So yeah, your playstyle will be different. Yeah, you can still use some of the rogue elements, like for example, open locks, disable traps, and sneak attack. So max out concentration, number 1. We already got max out heal, that's fine. And max out spellcraft. store the rest, because when we get to 40, we're going to use every one single of those points up in the rogue department. And there you go. This is not like Neverwinter Nights 2, where you have to actually spend points in order to move on to the next part. Oh, do not worry. We're going to max out Tumble by the end of the level portion of this build video. And let's level up our character. Let me see. What we're going to do is, where is it at? Still spell. So still spells like this. In order to cast with armor, you will have to go ahead and use a spell level that's 1 up. So for example, if you want to wear that nice studded leather armor, then you're going to need to do is still spell level 1 spells in the level 2 slots. It's unfortunate, that's the downside, but here's the thing. You can cast an armor. Later on, you get automatic still spells, which you can actually cast said spell level at the spell level without going up 1 in order to cast the previous level 1. And that's how it works anyway. So we'll keep on going. And yeah, as for spells, select the one that either I have, or if you already have, select one that you tailor to your needs. So we're going to go ahead and level up our wizard once again. Spellcraft, concentration, and heal. Those are the 3 we're going to focus. Rest will store. Now I'm going to say darkness is a great rogue spell, because you could cast that. They can't see you. Well, sneak attack time. And summon creatures is always good. That's your tank. And if you want to cast out the exact level, then don't wear any leather armor. Instead, just go ahead and wear robes. Your AC is pretty decent, and your spells will actually give some more AC too. So let's keep on leveling up our wizard. At this point, yeah, we're at the wizard part. And yeah, the same skills I just told you all to pick. I decided to do invisibility, so this way I could go invisible. Even though I do, hide in plain sight, but still, it's another nice tool to have in the tool shed. And see invisible, spot foes that are invisible too. So this way, my sneak attacks do actually land. And same skills in the wizard's skill department as usual. So here's what's going to go down next. We're going to go ahead and pick our spell focus. And that's the school we get to focus on. Now, good ones is evocation, necromancy, illusion, the conjuring one. There's other good ones too, but I like the evo one best, because this way I can just soften the foes up for me to really wreck them. Or better yet, stun them, then wreck them. I decided to pick the other one too. So spell focus does is gives you a +2 bonus to that school you just selected. And as for the greater one, that goes to 4. That's a good thing. So let's go ahead and select that. Now with level 3, with still spell, we get to cast level 2 spells. We'll do fireball for level 3 and another summon creatures. Now if you already got those, pick other ones that tailor to your needs. Like for example, haste is a good one. And keen weapons if you're using a slash weapon. So let's go ahead and level up our character quite a bit some more. Concentration, spellcraft, and heal. Pick those. And yes, we'll definitely get over 40 for spellcraft. So this way we have nice saves against spell bonus. That's what you want for this build too. We'll select that. I always like the spell magic, so you get rid of buffs. Keen edge is nice too. I'll probably say you don't like keen edge, then switch it to something else, like for example protection from elements. That's a good one too. Or if you already got all of those, then yeah, pick whatever ones you don't have. That's my advice. So let's keep on doing the wizard. We're at level 20. We're going to do intelligence. So in other words, we get more skill points now. We get more stored though. So see, we're already at 36. At 40, they're all going to be used up. So at this point, we're at the 4. And Minor Globe Invulnerability is a good defensive spell to have. Prevent spells from level 3 and lower to hit you. 4 and up could still hit you, but this is nice to have. And I like this one, Lesser Spell Breach. Remove some protection from foes, including the spell I just selected, the Globe one. Great to have. So let me go ahead and select that. And hit Kitty as our familiar, and that's it. Welcome to the epic levels, everyone. This time we're being a wizard. We're not actually epic wizards yet, but still. Welcome to the epics. So we're going to go ahead and select the wizard skills, concentration, heal, and of course spellcraft. Yeah, I didn't say persuade. That's in the rogue department. I split that up. So we're going to go ahead and select right now greater spell penetration, so we get a 6+ bonus when we cast spells against foes, which is nice. I like it. So let's keep on going. Elemental Shield's not good to have. The Missile Storm's nice too. Summon Creature's alright. Stone Skin is worth it, get that. Confusion's good. That's a nice one to pick. Charm Monster's great. This one's good too. Summon Tentacles. And yeah, it could soften foes up nicely. So this way you could do some backstab. Ice Storm is great too. Ice damage, you can really rain of pain on foes. And yeah, pick the Panther Familiar. Now let's keep on going. Pick our Wizard. At this point, you could either still spell your character, they'll be 1 level down, or just wear a robe. Have your spells there, potions, give you some nice AC to protect you. We'll select, let's see here. Cloud Kill is a good soft enough spell too to have. And you can lay it down and boom. Your foes are dead or they're weakened. Then you go in with your favorite rogue weapon and go stabby stabby. Hold monsters is good too. If you can paralyze a monster, get behind it and just stab it in the back. Or slash in the back or blunt it in the back. Whatever weapon you use. I mean, come on. So what you do is, for the skills, heal, spellcraft, and concentration. And let's see what else. And no, I'm not doing combat casting because my concentration is so high. Epic spell penetration. This will give me now +6 bonus against foes. The other one I think was +4. Great to have. I am serious. So we're going to go ahead and do the... this one is pretty decent to have. The hand spells, I call it. Lesser Spell Mantles is good. Gives you protection against certain spell for X amount of damage it does against you. Then that protection goes bye-bye. Mind Fog's alright to have too. The Acid one's good. And let's see here. What else is great? There's so many good ones. Energy Buffer is nice to have too to cast on yourself. So let's keep on going at this point. Keep on leveling it up. And at this point, yeah, you should be start shredding up Hordes of the Underdark with your wizard spells while being a rogue. In other words, removing protections too is great. So let's go ahead and just simply pick our feat. We're going to do Improved Critical. We're going to go off the script a bit because I feel like it's time to develop at least one more weapon type, which is now our weapon will have a more chance to critical hit. So since I'm using a short sword, it's currently 19 through 20. When I do level up, it is 17 through 20. Now you apply this with Keen, that number drops even lower. It stacks. So the two spells I picked, Greater Dispelling is a good one, and the other one's pretty decent. Greater Dispelling spell is very nice. Removes protection against foes. You can cast that, go hide in shadows. Hopefully you're not casting anything, then go in and just stabby stabby if you remove some certain protections. So we'll level up, pick the wizard skills I am picking. Let's see what else is there. You could do Flesh to Stone. That's a good spell to neutralize foes. This one's pretty nice to have. It's like an invisibility type of spell. Glove of Invulnerability is good. It's another good protection spell. Greater Spell Breach removes more protections. More of the better ones that wizards have. You cast that, you go hide in plain sight, you go in stabby stabby or whatever weapon you use. In other words, you ruin some caster's day. So we'll just keep on picking the skills. Delay Fireball is a nice opener. So let's go ahead and select the other one. Protection from spells is good. Shower Shield is decent. Power Word Stun, depending on your target hit points. And then it'll let you last a long time for the stun, or not much, but still it's good enough for you to go ahead and cast that. They're stunned. Guess what? You could go behind them or something like that and stab them for X amount of rounds until it wears off. Very useful against foes with big hit points too. That's why you soften them up, then you go hiding. Pick the wizard skill, spellcraft, concentration, heal. Now we're getting ourselves another feat. This is good. So we're going to do toughness. We're going to need more hit points at this point, everyone. So we have 126 hit points. This is retroactive, so we'll definitely get more. So we're going to boost that up. Now we got some more spells to select. Spell Mantle is good. More protection against spell damage. Then it wears off. The hand one, this one is really nice to have. It sets things up nicely, so this way you go stabby stabby. Or I should say sneak attacking. Yeah, I should start saying that. So we'll level up the wizard some more. And intelligence, everyone. Yeah, that's right. We're doing that all the way. So let's go ahead and select concentration, heal, and of course spellcraft. Yeah, those points you'll see. Yeah, they'll be used. I promise you all that. So let's keep on going. At this point, our spellcraft and of course our saving throws with versus spells is starting to rise up by 1 point at a time. For every 5 points, of course, in spellcraft. So next up, we're going to do is select from the Wizard Epic Spell feat. Let's see, where is it at? I'm going to go ahead and see what I'm going to do. You could do another spell focus. That's good. Do necromancy as your second. If you pick evocation or you pick necromancy, evocation is nice too. The one I like to use is empower spell, extend spell, and maximize spell. I did extend spell so this way my bust will be extended longer. That's really useful. Now, greater planar binding is great. So if you're a good person, it really benefits from you. The neutral one is actually good too. The evil one is like, oh, come on. Horde Writhling, that's a great spell. It's another one of those nice openers or softeners. And yeah, while enemies are taking damage in that field. If you get a stun in or you do high in plain sight, you get a sneak attack in. If foes are not immune to it, you can wreck them. Pick the same skills I did. This is another nice one. Sunburst is a great anti-undead spell. You cast that on them, undead, they take a lot of damage. And it might even kill a few foes too along the way. That are of course undead. Let's keep on going. And there it is, automatic steal spell. So from the first one I picked, level 0 through 3, we could cast like normal with armor on. Still, I advise still wearing a robe or something like that if you're casting from there. This one I picked the second one, removes a whole lot of protection. If it lands, it removes a lot. Time stop, it's OP. Stops time, you can cast a spell or two. You could go in and start stabbing like crazy. Very cheap for this build. Pick the usual suspects for the wizard skills. At this point, go ahead and pick all the level 9 spells. You haven't got the scrolls yet. Greater Spell Mantle. This one's like another protection against spell damage until it falls off. Well, the Banshee, anybody don't resist it, they die. Simple as that. You couple that with Time Stop. Oh, yeah. As soon as Time Stop wears off, they die if they don't have their saves. Pick Intelligence, everyone. So we're going to just keep on leveling it up. At this point, you're wrecking things beyond the campaigns. And yeah, I'll probably say it's Mirror Swarm one's good. Blackblade Disaster is great too. The hand one's nice too. At this point, you're going to reach Wizard level 20. Last of the normal Wizard, what do you call it, non-epic levels. You know you're in epic levels, but you're not an epic Wizard yet. So pick automatic steal spell 2 and 3. So 2 does is 4 through 6. 3 is 7 through 9. So once you pick those, go ahead and equip the best light armor you could get. Power Whirl Kill is nice. The other one's good too. So you could definitely go ahead and use that armor and cast 1 through 9 spells, which is great. In other words, you get that extra AC going. And I show you why you should definitely get that for the Wizard/Fighter build. So this way you cast spells in heavy plate without any penalties. That's what you all want, right? So let's keep on going. Keep on picking Spellcraft, Concentration, and of course Heal. At this point you should have all the spells. If not, use this time to get some free spells, especially the more expensive ones. So we do Intelligence, which is 25. One more time when we actually do level up, we'll be able to hit that at an even number. Yeah, you always want evens in Neverwinter Nights, and especially Neverwinter Nights 2. I'm going to do Epic Spell Focus Evocation, so this way my evocation spells will have a nice bonus to it, which is good. Now we get to pick another one again, their feat. And let me see. Epic Spell, I'm going to go ahead and do Hellball. This is a great opener or a great finisher, depending on how you look at things. And let me go ahead and get all the 9 spells, and voila, there you all have it. So we'll keep on leveling up our character. And let's see where we are at. Just making sure my notes are saying correctly. I'm also being careful too. I do not want to hit the rogue level too early or too late where I missed it. Well, I'm just going to recommend to fill the blanks. And our kitty's definitely leveling up as we go along. We'll pick our wizard. Let's select that. The wizard skills. So we're at 41. So one more time in that. And that's it for the wizard skills and the wizard levels. Unfortunately, no feats for this one. Yeah, it's a little cheap, but that's alright. So let's keep it at it. Yep, concentration at 42. Spellcraft at 42. And heal at 42. So spellcraft, where I get a lot extra points and, of course, spell saving throws, which is good for every 5 points. So we're going to do end by dexterity, boost up our DPS a little bit. And I decided to go ahead and do another one, which is, I think I did is, let's see if it's right. Oh yeah, epic spell, epic warding, or that's the one you should definitely have. It's a nice defensive spell. You cast that, helps you out big time. Epic mage armor is nice too. I prefer the warding one. That's much better. I feel like it gives you a nice damage reduction. I mean, that's good too. Now, as for epic weapon focus and the improve two weapon fighting, well, I didn't have enough feats to go around. That's the downside of this build. Now we're at the rogue part, so we're gonna go ahead and do intelligence. It'll be an even number. We're gonna go ahead and max out the following definitely: hide, move silently, and of course at leastly tumble. You're gonna see a nice AC jump. We're also gonna attempt to max out open locks. And of course, disable devices. Persuade, that's always optional. You can put more points into, of course, search or not. I put enough points into search just to satisfy myself, thinking that's enough. So we're going to go ahead and select those, and there you go. I think I'm almost at max on that. I'm being careful not to miss anything. At least the disable devices or disable traps are above 35, which is good. Same thing with open locks. And I'm going to put the rest into search. And the last thing I am going to pick is, let's see here, improve evasion. Let's get that. It's a little defensive, but it'll help me out big time. And once I go ahead and hit the OK button twice, that should do it. That's it for 1 through 40 for the build. Next up is spells. It is time for some of my spell suggestions. So as for level 0, the what do you call it? Resistance is nice. Daze is good. You cast on foe. Great for doing some backstabbing, dirty work. And the damage is pretty good, just like a slight softener. So let's go ahead after I show those really quick. It's level 1. Obviously, you want to identify. That's great to have, so you identify items easily. Magic Missile is a wonderful setup spell too. Mage Armor is great. Cast it on yourself. You get some AC. Sleep is good to put foes to sleep who are annoying as heck. Grease is good, so you can slick the floor and knock foes down. True Strike's great. Cast it on yourself. You get some nice bonus damage. Now, as for level 2, Darkness is great to have. Cast that in a field. Enemies can't find you. Sneak attack time. Invisibility is good. Lesser Dispel is great for removing protections. The Acid Arrow is a nice damage spell. Web is good to keep foes into place. Blindness, Deafness is great too. They can't see you. That's a good thing. Now, Keen Edge is nice if you have a slash weapon or one you're a companion to do. You cast that on them. Fireball is a good setup spell. Dispel magic, gets rid of buffs. Magical Circle against alignments, great against the opposite alignment, especially if you're a good person. Great against evil. Invisibility Spear, great to have. It's another concealment spell. Lesser Spell Breach, removes protections. You definitely want that. Minor Glove Invulnerability, that's good to have too. Stone Skin's great, that adds AC, damage reduction too. Ice Storm's another good softener spell. Same thing with this one. And Elemental Shield, another good protection spell against the elements. Lesser Spell Mantle, great to have. Protects X amount of protection. And then it wears off. You want this. Cloud Kill, nice setup spell. Damage foes or kills them. This one's good too. Damaging spell to another setup one. Dismissal, get rid of those annoying summons. Another good one to have is Hold Monsters. You hold them into place, you get to have some fun. Rogue style. Greater dispelling. Dispels more protection against foes if they don't resist. True Seeing. Spots foes, especially invisible ones. Great to have for you. Greater Spell Breach. Removes more protection spells. This one's nice too. It's like a form of invisibility. Global Invulnerability protects against more spells, which is good until it wears off, of course. Delay Fireball, great setup spell, couple it with Time Stop, pretty much OP'd. Spell Mantle protects even against more damage spells against you, then it wears off. Protection from spells is nice. This one is the Grasping Hand's a good setup spell to have, so you can do some more damage rogue style. Power Word Stun, Stun a foe. You get to do you get to wreck them. Greater Planar Binding, excellent summon spell. Horrid Riftling, this one's nice. Drop it down. You can do some damage. Sunburst, great against the undead. This one's good too to have. Time Stop, OP, must have. Great to have. This one removes many protection from foes if it lands. Greater Spell Mantle protects a lot more than the other two and spell damage before it wears off. That's my suggestion for spells. And I'm going to go to the next part, equipment. One thing I forgot before I start the equipment advice is if you don't like my suggestions, and experiment what spells you like the best, since you're a wizard. Now, as for equipment, definitely go for stats and strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence. It's nice. Wisdom is good too. Any save throws you're lacking, go ahead and bulk up on that. As for, I'm going to say, any immunities, go ahead and take it. Keen up your weapons. That's a great way to actually get more critical hits. Also, haste is very nice. Boots of speed is great. Better yet, haste one of your weapons. True Seeing one of your weapons if you can. Find a True Seeing item, definitely grab it. As for skills, hide and move silently. Boost that up like crazy. Even tumble too if you can. Get potions and also spells too you want to use from scrolls. Let's get to the next portion of the video. Now, for the next part of the video, we're going to go ahead and do the combat test. First test we're going to do is foes we could do critical hits against. So as always, you want to open up with spells, so you could definitely want to abuse Time Stop. At least we cast it once, so I'm going to go ahead and cast that now. See, they're frozen. This is going to give me an opportunity to do some sneak attacks. If I wanted to, I could definitely go ahead and cast some protection spells to remove. So let me go ahead and just wreck their day. And yeah, we're getting some good results from it. So the Deslalead, yeah, that's the creature I have. Since I am a neutral alignment, it's pretty good tank too. And as I cast Hellball, it just wiped the field of enemies. And yeah, at this point, you see this protection start to remove it. And well, fortunately, my damage outdid protection. So we're going to go ahead and do the next part. Okay, this works well against foes that you could critical hit. What about those annoying undead or evil outsiders? Bosses or anyone else is not only immune to critical hits, but also sneak attacks. Yeah, look at you, constructs. Yeah, definitely you noms. Well, this works well against them. So it's about the same. Always use Time Stop to start opening it up. If you're facing undead, Sunburst is the way to go. Remove any protections too is great. So let me go ahead and just get some nice results in. And this will actually wreck the undead's day. See, look at the damage already. We already taken one foe out. Lich is about to go bye-bye. And that's how you defeat foes who are immune to things. Here's my advice before I do end the video. Rogue level, definitely learn the ways of the rogue. Especially Shadowdancer for 1 level for hide in plain sight. Help you out greatly. As for the wizard level, experiment like crazy. Remove protections. If you need to crowd control or stun foes, go ahead and do so. And then let it all loose with your damage spells. Definitely remove protection from enemies, especially wizards and sorcerers. Reason being, as you remove their protections, there'll be a weak wizard, and because your rogue part is much stronger than their melee part, which is great to your advantage. Have fun with this build. That's my final advice on that. Well, everyone, that's it for my Neverwinter Nights Arcane Shadows Rogue Shadowdancer Wizard build video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a great day or night. Please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and do not forget to hit that notification bell to be updated on my videos and more. If you like more videos like I suggested, check out the one on the upper left and on the bottom left if you like YouTube suggestion of my videos.